Yeah, here we are, part three of the late night StarNet demo series. This is probably the last late night one. We're going to be moving to Vampire Free Zone from tomorrow onwards, hopefully daytime. And then right now the spotlight's been on me because I'm on the stage and the audience and Max is in the audience, so that's why he's in the shadow in the dark. You're wondering why you can't see him, it's because he's like watching me on the stage. And but from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to invite the audience onto the stage with me, so they'll be in light as well. Step into the light, let there be light. So yeah, no, I won't delay anymore. We'll proceed. But this will be a short one because yeah, the audience is tired. So it's late in the UK. It's never like middle of the night demo. But hopefully we can get it earlier. Um, so yeah, we're just won't go through all the same stuff. Yesterday, so we'll jump straight back in. Oh wait, yeah, one thing I've forgotten: share the screen. You can't see what I can see yet.
Uh,
I was just going to say, and here we are doing this. You're like,
no, yeah,
I see
just
nothing, David.
you can just watch Max and David.
Yeah, you hear me talking about it. You're like, yeah, right at the end, you go, bro, by the way, you didn't share the screen. Now you tell me. So you didn't see nothing. Nope. Just you chatting. Oh, shit. We had to beat that out. We're going to have to make this kid friendly later on. We'll get some beeps put in later. So, ready now? Can you see it now? Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is good clean slate. That yeah, there's no data for haven't created and test GMTs, which is good and bad. Good that it's clean, and yeah, but bad that oh god, it might break because I haven't tested this for ages. Obviously, there's no data there, so I'm like, it should still work, but let's see. The very short demo, otherwise, we'll try anyway. Basically, GMTs is just like a wrapper around an NFT, and now I'm gonna have to remember how they work myself because it's been so long. So basically, it's the same menus. I think it's exact menus NFTs, remember, right? You get the remint, send, you send it to people, import. I didn't mention this yesterday. So the NFT has the same commands, but I didn't mention that. Um, oh yeah, I've got to add the MPS. So here, it should be a web free bracket here. It's all the NFT what NFTs. So you can import when you don't use the bracket, it imports a Web5 one. So you can export and import a Web5 OASIS GNT or NFT. But if you put the Web3 parameter at the end, it will import an existing Web3 NFT, if that makes sense. And then convert. Oh, I think convert I'm still working on. That's a way of changing the chain. So you can change this, didn't change after you minted it. So that's experimental. This is different for place. That's anything that's new for GNT. To places NFT into the world and uh, oh yeah, it creates a GNT for an existing NFT. Yeah, that's the thing that wraps around this NFT. So you create a normal NFT and then you wrap it around to create GNT. That adds the geolocation data to it basically, and then place it within our world or anywhere any other game or app or service that's geolocation data. And clone is a new thing on all Star Odons have. You can clone, copy. So you don't have to copy, you want to create something new, you don't have to write it out again. You just clone any existing Odon, you can just clone it. Anything in the OASIS you can clone. And then add dependency, move dependency. We'll probably show that tomorrow or a good time. That's what sort of dependencies, that's all they're doing, linking things together with the Lego bricks. So it's there and then download, install, uninstall, publish, unpublish, republish, activate, deactivate. So hopefully that's all self-explanatory. You kind of read
Can
with
you
that.
can you give an example of a runtime for the GeoNFT? Like what kind of runtime would you be giving for a GeoNFT?
Um, Runtime, like how do you mean? What if you link a one-time dependency to a GeoNFT? You mean?
Yeah. So for add dependency, what kind of a runtime might we be adding?
Oh wait, this is wrong. That shouldn't say runtime. That should say dependency. Now I wonder why he's talking about runtimes. So why are you talking about runtimes? Yeah,
Ah,
container says that it's still things that haven't changed because it used to be add runtime, remove runtime, add library, remove library, add uh what's the third one? add something else, add plugin thing. But then I made it even more generic, so you can add anything. So yeah, that imagine runtime system dependency.
Sure.
But yeah, you can add the runtime to it. You can add anything to it. But like they said, it enables you to do anything, but not everything will make sense. So maybe adding the runtime to a GMT doesn't have a use case. Like you can do it, but would you want to do it? I don't know. maybe in future because I made a whole generic extensible system. So basically, if any later on tomorrow when you have more time in the daytime, I'll show you more how you can extend the system. So basically,
Mm.
every single system can be extended in vertical and horizontal. It's very flexible, and generic. That's why I made it so generic. So basically, I made a generic engine architecture, and then I'm very excited to see what how about this goes out into the wild and see what people create. Because there's no limitation. Any limitations is imagination with this. You can create anything you want. So as a developer of 25 years, I every time you come up with ideas, I've always been restricted. Every time I use a library, a JavaScript library, Angular, React, I've always been frustrated with libraries, but they always limit my creativity because you're not always end up doing. I always am throwing the work away when I was contracting and going back to pure vanilla JavaScript and hardcore low level code. Every time I use libraries, I always very quickly get put in a box. And I can't like, you only do what the designers of the box made. You know what I mean? I think outside the box all the time. I want to do creative things no one else does. So every time I use a library or framework, I'm always like, I can't use this. And because my autistic brain, I go, I don't need a box. I build my own box. Then I build my own framework. And this is what I've done. I built one of those lessons. I built this generic open system where there's no limitation. It's not really a box. It's like a Swiss cheese box. Imagine the box with loads of holes in it. It's like like so the mouse can breathe inside or the cat can breathe, or for your dog, like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I just imagine. You know what I mean? So it's like a box, but it's not really a box. It's not limited. You can put extensions into it. You can extend the box. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and on the box, it's got loads of holes in it, and each wall in the box and the floor and ceiling is detachable. So you can change that floor, take the floor out, add another box. You've got a bigger box, so you take that floor off and add a round circle to it. See what I mean? That's what this is like Lego. You know what I mean? It's like a detachable, pluggable system.
Yeah.
That's how I can describe it. But everything else is a solid wooden black box. You can't see inside it. You can't debug it. You can't fix the React bugs. You can't fix Angular bugs. And you'll have to wait until the developers release a bug fix or hotfix. And then you sat there twiddling your thumbs for 2 years and your website doesn't work because of a bug you can't fix. Who wants that pain? Trust me, as a web developer, I've been through that pain so many times. And every time I learn the same lesson, I build it my bloody self. And not using anyone else's libraries. That's why the Oasis doesn't use any libraries. It's built completely from the ground up, the whole stack, networking, storage, every layer is completely home baked. It's completely built to be extendable and non-restrictive, scalable. No libraries found here, no AI found here. It's completely extendable. So yeah. Anyway, little disclaimer.
Awesome. That was fantastic, bro, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well done.
Fancy. That's why we didn't click in these videos. That's why I was going to put a little thing on the website and on YouTube channel that I made today. Like even though you might watch the first demo videos, like I've seen that, not even watching more. I'm going to say yes, you need to watch all of them because every time something new will come out of my brain and I'll explain it in a new way or I'll show you something new because it's such a huge system. Every video is unique. Every video is going to be unique. It's always going to be something I'll chat in or we show you something. You know what I mean? Or yeah, you get what I mean, right? So this is what I'm trying to make. We've got to make sure people clear. Like, if you want to, really want to understand OASIS and Star, you've got to watch the whole series. You know, it's like it's like people read a book and they read the last chapter and go, "Oh, it's a shit book," and like you didn't even read the first beginning, the middle bit. Yeah. So I only read the end of it. It's fine. I understand it. And then you give it a film about or a film and you watch the last 10 minutes. And you go, "Oh, it's a rubbish film." How can you judge a film when you haven't even seen the whole film? That's what's like with this. You can't judge it until you watch the whole thing. And that's every single video or TV series. You know what I mean? Like Star Trek, you watch the last season and you think you can judge the first 4 seasons. Anyway, yeah, I'm rambling. You get the point, right? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. You got to watch every minute again and again to digest it. Yeah, so that makes sense. So I'll move on now. Yeah, and then you get all this right. You read all these commands. Basically, it's standard. It's quite self-explanatory, right? How it works. Download, install, uninstall.
Yep.
You can publish it, unpublish it, republish it. The generics, a lot of systems don't only do this. Once you publish it, that's it, it's done. and you can unpublish it, republish it, or you can activate, deactivate it, list, install, uninstall. It's just my creativity. I kept thinking, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if you want to do this? Is this my experience of software for 20 years? So I built, made it so you can do anything you can imagine. So I'd be surprised if people come up with things I haven't thought of. But I'm sure there will be things, but they're not like, not depending on God. But like I just say, I spent a long time thinking this through, as you can see, for a long time. There's a lot of thought gone into this, as you know. Um, yeah, and that's it. Like, so any questions? I just push on to this.
Yeah, let's go on.
So did you create? And this is that very similar as yesterday's wizard, pretty much the same as the NFT one. I think it just will mention it's just the same thing. It wraps around anything. It wraps around an OASIS NFT. And I think to say, oh yeah, it creates a Web4 NFT. You can create basically the hierarchy is you have a Web4 NFT, and then you can wrap that Web4 NFT in a Web4 GeoNFT, and then that Web4 GeoNFT gets wrapped in a Web5 GeoNFT. I'll do a diagram of it soon. So it's like Russian dolls. You have a Web4 NFT, Web5 NFT. That's one like stack, and then you have this side. This is a Web4 NFT, Web4 GeoNFT, Web5 GeoNFT. So you get that's the object model, and then you have Web4 collections of GeoNFTs and Web4 collections of NFTs, and then they're wrapped in Web5 collections too. I'm going to have to do a diagram. I know it might sound a lot, but once you get your head in, it's quite simple, really. Which you get what I'm saying, right?
Yep.
That's basically, I think yeah. And what I'm saying here is that you can create a Web4 GeoNFT, and then people can use it in any app, game, service. But just so you know, I've made it so our world only works with Web5 GeoNFTs. It was a design decision just to make it easier because basically our world uses the OASIS API and STAR API, but I've made it so that but the main thing is the STAR API, and the STAR API is Web5, like it's explained here. And Web5 you can do all the publish, version control, sharing, using our world. I said I might add web support later on, but we'll see. Who knows? But it just makes more sense. I think Web5 makes sense. Like Web5 is a gamification metaverse layer. Remember? So that's why I thought well, our world should only be compatible with the gamification metaverse layer. That makes sense, right? So I thought
Yep.
rather than having trying to support both and it's more code and more hassle in our world, it's just better to make it Web5 only in our world. I think, right? It's the game metaverse. Our world's part of metaverse. I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Hopefully. And then yeah, so this is exactly the same as yesterday. So do you have existing GNT Web4 GNT you want to wait Web5 one? I'm saying not today. So we'll quickly make them, and then yeah, it kicks off the Web4. Yeah. So now you see it'll. Oh wait, I think this should work. Let's just double check. That should say Web4 OASIS GNT. So I have to change that. Um, but it might actually be. Let's carry on. Let's see what happens. This might actually be the wrong wizard, but let's see. uh, this is all a dry run anyway. Just to record to you. Basically, it's the same wizard, exactly the same to start off with, and then once you create the Web4 questions, it will ask you Web5 the due NFT questions like what's the lat long, location long, and some questions about how the game how the NFT will work in the game. Now I heard it's the right wizard. But now it's just I think Amazon should be working, but we'll check it tomorrow. So I'm rushing through this because it's the same as this video. All this is the same. I need to talk over all this again. It's going to put all the same stuff in. Uh, oh, you want to upload for online, and then won't do too much on this. So, um, you mean like two? Let's do two. Yes. No, and then this should. And then we can just do one variant. I've got a feeling that this is just going to be a normal NFT. I think I've got the wrong wizard. It used to work, but I might have just changed so the wizard is falling. Oh yeah, I think I know why. Yeah, so like I said, I haven't tested this yet. I'm going to have to fix the flow. I think the flow is a bit weird because basically just so you know, the GeoNFT wizard it calls the normal NFT wizard first, and then it asks the geolocation questions. But I've enhanced the NFT wizard with all this new
Yeah.
Web3 stuff, so it's going through all this new stuff.
Well,
But
I mean,
the flow's a little bit weird now because you
that's right.
I don't know,
Because
maybe it's okay. We'll see how it works sense.
if it doesn't work, we already did the NFT yesterday, so we can just move on to quests. If
Yeah, I can see this work 'cause it might work. Just the flow might be a bit weird because now it's asking. Well, we'll see how it makes sense. It's in, let me see. Yeah. See there. So now it's finished the web normal NFT wizard. Now it's kicked into the GNT questions. See.
oh, perfect. Good.
But my point is that it should ask these questions before it does the Web3 stuff. It should
Yeah.
ask the Web4 NFT, the Web4 GNT, and then the Web3 questions. I just got to change the order around in the wizard. It's like a 5 minute change. It's because I have, yeah, you get what I mean? Because one, you create the parent ones first.
Yeah.
And then, oh no, maybe it makes sense actually. No, it does make sense. Yeah, because the blockchain level is what you just saw, right? Web4 NFT is the blockchain. Because and then it creates the Web3 questions. The Web3 Geo NFTs don't exist in Web3. Oh, I've got to mention that. The Web it's only a Web4 concept. Web4 GNFT wraps a Web4 NFT, which wraps Web3 NFT. Do you see what I mean? There's two levels of
Yeah.
wrapping. That's why it makes sense. Yeah, it's what that was creating. Okay, you've made the Web4 parent NFT. You now created the children Web3 NFT variants, and now it's asking for the Geo NFT metadata. Do you get what I mean? For the Web4 Geo NFT. So yeah, it's working. Well, so far it makes sense. I just had to get it in my head.
Perfect.
You see how complex this is, bro? In my brain, like to build this, it's taking so long. There's so many things to think about. It's insane. It just goes on and on. But I'm just glad I'm finally getting this off my chest. Like, what's it asking? Oh yeah. So you can store it's so flexible. You can store basically you can store like different providers. So you can store the Web4 metadata in one provider, Web3 metadata, NFT in another provider, and you can store the GeoNFT data on another provider. But we'll put it on one go for now. That's flexible, right? It's cool. So in NFTs, it's got like 3 different providers. You probably want it all on the same provider, but you might want then use cases, right? It could be use cases when you go on to split it on providers. Okay, see you go. So we've got the lat long in,
Nice. Okay, here we go.
and
So wait,
then
hold on a second. So we're doing lat and long, and
yeah,
people will be expected to look manually up for the latitude and longitude that they expect.
they have to what second?
Because I mean, we'd have to I'd have to look up like right on a map where is the latitude and long.
Ah, right, yeah. Now it's manually. Yeah, this is where we can plug this into our in our world. We've already got in our world we have got the things that people can buy OLAN, virtual LAN,
Yeah.
in game using Mapbox provider. That was done like years ago. Remember I said about this thing? I want to try to resurrect that because I don't know what happened to that. side. What's his name? Got his name is now. Got his name.
Presenter.
Sanskrit or not
Presenter.
Sanskrit.
Presenter.
Sian? No, not the guy. The other one.
Sanket?
Uh,
Sanket. We got
yeah,
Sanket.
Sanket. It
Yeah.
reminds me of yeah, Sankit. And he did that ages
Both like
ago.
yeah.
And he and but that's still in there somewhere. But remember that they changed Mapbox to Go provider, so I don't know. It's still in there, I think, somewhere. But that's what I'm like to do this for in January. When I go back to our world, I want to like plug in the GeoNFT's, but they're already plugged in actually. I just got to get it working, and then I want to get that working as well. And then yeah, to answer your question, then people can buy OLANs in the game, and then that can, we use the same map, like the same code for like placing your NFTs and placing your OAPs and geolocation stuff into the world. So that automatically give you the lat long like through a nice map. And then you can build like web UIs too, you know. And other people, that's why I'm putting this out there. And devs listening, you know, welcome to jump in and help us. Either Unity, web UIs, or build your own like 3D tools, like a geolocation picker, you know. And vibe coding, you can knock that up pretty quick, I guess, as well. So yeah, but this is a CLI. So in a CLI, you can't do much other than just input the text. You know, I can't start drawing maps in the command line. Maybe later on I'll figure that out, but it's probably not worth my effort. But I can just do it in Unity or WebGL or something. Did I ask a question?
Yeah.
And then you can, and then again, you like so you got the image for your normal NFTs earlier and your sprite, but then you can also choose a 3D object or to display that represents GMT in our world or any other UI, you know. So we could say it's a 3D object or 2D object, and then you choose do you want to upload it from local or online. Now it's online again. I just could put the same URL, even though it's not a 3D object. I know it's just a sprite, but just for sake for this doesn't really matter because we're not actually doing a full end-to-end test. Later on, we will do a full end-to-end test once I've got the world information finished, and then you'll see this thing appear in our world at those coordinates. And then the ask drawing is it permanently spawned, allowed infinite plays, given number of plays to collect as many times as you wish. So basically, when you collect it, it's always going to be in the game spinning, you know, like in a game. It's, you know what I mean? So like always, yeah. We understand what infinite spawn is, right? I think if you say no, it gives you more questions. I can't remember the flow now. It was empty.
So question on that, right? So if the NFT is being permanently spawned and it's getting picked up by unlimited players,
Yeah,
that basically means that the NFT is getting minted every time someone collects it, right?
yeah. Um, by the way, yeah. Everyone to have their own copy of it in their own wallet. Yeah, they want their own unique NFT. They can share it as well. You know, that's another thing. You can have one Web3 NFT and multiple Web4 NFTs pointing at the same Web3 NFT. That's another use case I just thought of. Never thought of that. One to many. You have one-to-one relationship or one-to-many relationship. I don't know. That could be interesting. You could have like a shared NFT. That's probably another
Mm.
whole thing that just invented.
Wow, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I did thought of that, but wow, yeah, think of the use cases in your business and your RWA stuff you're talking about. Like you have a fractionalized NFT, basically. You have multiple Web4 holders pointing at the same Web3 chain, Web3 NFT. The system supports that. It supports anything. You can do one to one or one to many to many, I guess. Uh,
Yeah.
what's I going to say? Oh yeah. So yeah. So for this one, yeah, you can keep minting it one. Um, and what's if you can collect it by giving play avatar? Do you want it to be still collected by other play avatars? That was asking, what's it by giving play avatar? Uh, and we say, I think yes. If you say no to that, then oh yes, that's saying that it's not infinite, but so there's the first person who grabs it is the winner. You know, when you
Okay.
find an NFT, it's gone from the world forever. If you say
Okay.
yes, you know, so it's one, there's only one of these NFTs, you know, in the world. Does that make sense? You say one thing to look about being able to do one thing, we say, yes. So and then so we say, how many times can NFT be spawned once it's been collected?
Wow. This really actually is the whole this is Ready Player One.
Yeah,
Straight up. This is
And that's
literally it.
bro. I mean, I thought of everything. You see how much thinking I put into this? It's crazy. I get OCD on things, bro. I told you. I go really deep in things.
Okay, so let's just quickly explain what this basically unlocks. So we're gonna, and you might want to be showing quests in a second, but the point is you could literally create an adventure that is out in the real world where there's maybe a riddle which you have to try and solve, and that riddle is going to direct you to a real world location, and it's a race to get to that real world location to solve the riddle, to complete the challenges, and the first 10 people in the world that actually go there will have the privilege of collecting that NFT. And after it's happened 10 times or whatever, how many times we want to set, that quest is now completely finished. So it turns it into a limited um, competition with very, very clear rules around it and real place. And you can literally define it and set all of those parameters.
Yeah, but it enables you to do anything you want. Like um, it's an engine. Basically, it's like a game engine. It's more than it's so many things. I don't even know how to like as I built all this. Like I couldn't even find labels or boxes to put it in because there is no box. You know, Oasis and Star and Our, the three pillars are like, and Holland that, so four, I guess, are like so unique. They're all like nothing out there, like you know, anything like it. You haven't even seen it all yet, bro. You haven't seen bits of it. Like it's you see, what takes so long to build. It's like engines within engines, and systems and systems and systems, and every single system is interchangeable and extendable and scalable, and you can have plugins added to it and modules added to it by other developers. It's like a completely open system. Hence why it's called the open, uh, so, open, advanced, secure, the scalable system. So my brain has got so many bees buzzing around. Yeah, it's hard to remember everything. You see, when I ran out of space, bro, normally my special autistic brain, when I'm contracting, even enterprise, but HSBC, KPMG, when I'm working with big corporations and banks in Nokia and Microsoft, I can always download an entire solution. I've been in a meeting, you know, I can see the full blueprint of what I need to build for like a given like problem, and I can easily load the whole code base into my head. But Oasis, I always went out of space. When I start trying to visualize the Oasis, it's just like Ready Player One. It's infinite. It just scales and scales. And I run out of space. My brain crashes, bro. Not only your brain, but my brain crashes as well. My brain doesn't normally crash when I'm in code, but it crashes with Oasis. I can't load it all in my head. It's why sometimes you see I stumble and I can't think of the answer because I'm trying to buffer. I'm buffering. I'm trying to load that module in. I'm like downloading that module again. I can't keep it all in my brain at the same time. It's too much. I can install one system at a time, but there's so many systems. So right
Uh,
now, like you said, I'm trying to remember how this works. I'm reloading GeoNFT's download right now, trying to remember how GeoNFT's work. So shall I carry on? I'll try and remember how what did I
yeah,
say? So once so do you want upgrades? So we're saying yeah, so you collected it, but you want it to respawn for other players, right? And then we're saying how many times can it be collected then? How many times can it be respawned? So maybe do you see what I mean? So maybe there's gonna be like five or seven, but like seven power ups, right, in the game. Yeah. This is like a power up. We have seven of them. How long will it take in seconds? Normally like 5 minutes. Let's say 2 minutes. And how many times can energy be spawned once it's been collected for a given play avatar? If you wanted to enforce that players avatars can only collect each one once instead of zero. So you're saying like, okay, do you want it so like each avatar can only collect the power up once, and then other players can get a chance to collect the seven, or is it other grabs for anyone? You know, so you can see how many different games you can create for it, how many different game rules you can create. This it's very flexible. You get the logic.
yeah, of course, man. Yeah, I think it's
It, I know it takes a while to get your head around this, but when you think it through, you think about this combination of questions, you can build any kind of combination of game.
yeah,
You have like the power ups, seven power ups, and then once Max has collected it, you can't collect it again. You've got to give David and other people a chance to collect the power up. Or it's saying first come, first serve. You know, let everyone collect it. So anti communities doing avatar. So if you want to force those collect it to so if you want to force it players can only collect each one once. Shall we say yeah, but only once for this one, right? And that's it. Yeah. For now. I'm sure there's more questions we can ask later on, but that's enough for now, right? To keep us going for now.
Yeah, definitely. So it's now in the process of creating the Web4 NFTs with all of that logic.
Yeah. So basically, it's exactly the same as yesterday. It's just tagging on this geolocation metadata on top of it. So you get what I mean? It's the same. It's the same kind of process.
So,
I just hope.
just quickly then,
Hope this works.
how does the actual so it's got latitude, longitude. Okay, look, it looks like it's done it now. So it's got latitude and longitude data, and then you with your Our World avatar that will basically give the matching metadata to that will match with the latitude and longitude metadata been put in the NFT. Is that how the two things pair together?
Uh, so say again. I was just thinking about another bug in this file.
Um,
So
Yeah, so the Geo NFT data, so it's got the latitude and longitude data is inserted inside of the metadata, and
yeah.
then I, as an avatar, that I've got my Our World app that's on my phone, and the Our World app is receiving or it's sending latitude and longitude information, and then when I'm at that correct place in the world where the latitude and longitude are sort of mirrored or mapped, then it's acceptable. Is so when those two things combine, then the NFT is collectible. Is that how it works?
Uh, yeah. It's in but NFT. The GeoNFT has metadata in it, and you're saying when it matches the metadata for your avatar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
No, we can add that if you want. Like, not I'm not really sure the question is like, um, these
Yeah,
questions
no, yeah,
just kind
no,
of just explain like how the NFT spawns, it's all about how it spawns and respawns in the world. Like, and how many times each player can collect it.
yeah,
I'll bet
no, I think
yeah, how to enforce that? Yeah, anything I haven't. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, well, but those questions aren't really. Yeah, 'cause that metadata is that there's logic.
yeah,
That's logic in the game that our world basically, or any other game uses in.
yeah.
Um, it will basically use
So
this metadata.
basically, the metadata is picked up by the map. So the map software
Yeah,
can can detect that metadata, and then it shows up in the right place in the map, and that's it.
yeah, but yeah, basically it's for the map, whatever map you're using. Like,
Yeah,
so in our world, we go in a minute, and then you can have a in one world as well. The one world which is the MMORPG we're going to build later on.
yeah.
And finding some decent funding. That's the Unreal game. That's the beginning of the real Ready Player One metaverse or omniverse. Um, so I hope this works because I haven't tested this. So I might have to fix this for tomorrow. But let's see. Look, I found a little bug there because remember, this is still working. I should have demoed it when it was working. I think it's half working because it says it didn't mean any, but it probably I think it did mean it. I just haven't. I just got to fix that total there. Uh, but this should be showing more than this. It should be showing all the NFC data as well. So I've got a big lecture tomorrow. It's only showing the GeoNFT data. Let me just say when we mean the NFT, it had the hash and all this stuff and the wallet address and all that stuff. All that should be linked in here as well. So I don't know if it's actually done it or not. So carry on, see. And if not, I can get this fixed for tomorrow. Oh, so much to do. This is something this is what I said, but I wasn't ready to show this yet. But I think I don't know if I did the right thing showing it or not. I have, right? I think I have. I think it's
Yeah,
the start.
let's go on. So we sort of touched on quests there. Is that quests or is there more to it in quests?
Um, there's let me just carry on with this, and then I just see, yeah. Now it's gonna same as yesterday, and it wrap in the Red 4 NFT, in the Red 5 Unity.
Yeah.
We see I don't know, this could be like a collectible, but it's like the game. I want to see what it actually works. It might still work. Uh, remember, the GeoNFT's were made when it was only Web 4 and Web 5, and originally Web 4 had a one-to-one mapping with Web 3 NFT. Remember, Web 4 NFT wrapped Web 4 NFT wrapped the Web 3 NFT one-to-one. Then I changed it so Web 4 NFT can have multiple children. See that's the bit I haven't tested in GeoNFT's, as you can see, because it, it doesn't, I don't know if it supports it yet, but it should do because it wraps around it. I just got to tweak it. Oh yeah, it does. Oh yeah, it has got it here. Okay, so maybe it did work. Yeah. Oh yeah. So it says that's the original ID. So it created the original ID, and then that is placed by this user. So basically, it can be minted and created by one avatar, and it can be placed in the world by another avatar. So you have them people working in the company. You have someone minting them, and then someone else placing them. You know. But all that metadata and audit trials, what I'm saying. You see what I mean? Everything is tracked, everything's recorded. That's handy, right? I guess that's another use case you can use for your logistic work.
Yeah, well, I mean, for things like logistics, that's
Yeah,
key.
that's
You know,
useful. So
very, very useful.
the person who created it isn't necessarily the person who replaces it or updates the geolocation. It could be a different user. So it
Yeah,
supports
yeah,
that. It's all recorded, so you can see how that's
yeah.
recorded there.
Well, for you think about supply chain use cases where there's multiple different people who are involved in the delivery of an item,
Yeah,
and each one of those has to prove that their part of the journey was done properly. The other thing that
yeah,
we could do. I mean, imagine what a delivery service that doesn't actually have um, like employees. So let's say that you want to have a peer-to-peer delivery service for local or rural areas where you want to make sure that the items get delivered on time, but you don't need to have like official people with cars and and uniforms and pensions or wherever. You just want to have the neighborhood deliver the item. Like this allows you to do that because it keeps everything completely tracked.
so many things that the amount of use cases, and you realize when you're scratching the surface of what you can do with the system, like, when you start to get full over Christmas, you'll digest all this, and I'm guaranteeing January you'll be coming up with loads more ideas for everything thought of that. You say, oh my god, we could do this and this, and then other people are going to come in, and they're going to come up with ideas we haven't thought of. Like, it's just going to keep going in infinity and beyond. I made it says infinite use cases, infinite scalability. Hence why it's taken me 10 years to show you something. See, I hope you think the wait was worth it. The wait was worth it, right? The wait was worth the wait, or what it was. So that, yeah, so you can see that's the GeoNFT there. There's the questions we asked you. See, permanent spawn, and the other place to collect it, rules to collect. Oh yeah, the global spawn quantity. See, now it makes more sense to questions. How many is there in the whole world? 7. How many can each player pick up? So that's saying naught means like one, only one. So that's probably just say one to naught. How long does it spawn? 120 seconds. What object is it going to be? 2D or 3D? It's a 3D object. Is it a local object, or is it a real online object? That's it basically. And then the Web3 NFTs it wraps around. Yeah, that's it. But and the difference is it has a symbol. You know, the one yesterday had OASIS NFT. This one is Geo NFT. So that's
Yep.
the difference in symbol. And then all this stuff's the same. So it's got the parent record NFT. We went to meet. Let's see, got the mint wallet address. Who minted it? All the same stuff as yesterday, apart from this Geo NFT. And then some different providers. You've got off-chain provider for the Web3 NFT, on-chain provider, Solana, and then you can have a different provider for the Geo NFT data. So it's very flexible. You can stick the data. The data can be split across many different chains, databases, clouds, whatever, local storage, whatever provider. And this is using Panata again, obviously. And then this is like 4 data. That's same just the. So it's working. And then again, that's the your on chain and off chain because the Web3 one can be different. And then Web5 there. Ta-da! So yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Then and then yeah, that's Web5. This is Web4, like this is it. And that's basically the idea of it. That's the same specifically. This is exactly what you just saw, but it's only the Web4 level. So it's just got Web4 and Web3. So it's not Web5, it's Web4. And I've got to fix it. Oh yeah, I've got to fix that bug. So you should get the Web3 and NFTs appearing here. And that's the JSONs. The JSONs appear, the individual JSONs for each one, like you've got in normal blockchain. They normally appear here too. I've just got to fix that. But it's good. I'm showing you everything that no one else does. I'm not showing you the things that's already standard, you know. So if I'm not honest, I find Web3 and blockchain boring because it's already done. I want to build new things that no one else is thinking of. This is what I built Web4 and 5. Blockchain, I find all doing the wallet stuff that we're doing, like the cross-chain bridge stuff. I found it all boring, if I'm honest. It's like, oh, everyone's already done this. Why have I got to do what everyone else has already done? I want us to do this exotic stuff that no one else has done yet. Uh, what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Uh, yeah, so here we say created it and same stuff you just saw, and it's a Web5 GeoNFT, collectible, and then you see the path where we had it, and the mappings. Oh, it's got GeoNFT data here, so yeah, it's working so far. See, this is new, so that's the Geo same stuff you just saw, the geolocation data. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah. Oh, it is working. I didn't think it worked because I haven't tested this yet. So yeah,
There we
everything's
go.
working. The only bug we had was the green message should have said one NFT instead of like that's the only here. There's one little thing I got to fix there. That number should say one or two. I haven't admitted. But
Excellent.
it did actually
Done.
work. No errors, and you can see it's there. So yeah, happy.
We
Cool.
have and can we see the transaction on Solana?
Uh I guess, yeah. I don't know how. Yeah, sure.
There
You
should
have
be there
going
should
for.
be
I don't do blockchain. You do blockchain. So tell me where is
there
it?
should be well we should probably add, it usually displays the Solana Explorer, with the transaction hash. Um, it should have it should have
Yeah,
displayed that when it mints successfully.
yeah. You got that, but I don't know what the website
Let's see
is.
where is it at? Where's the there it is.
Here.
Send an empty transaction hash. So that
Yeah, this.
transaction hash there,
Yeah.
that you can just put that into Solana Explorer. And I guess you did it on DevNet, right? So
Yeah. I hope. Yeah. Well, yeah. I would have run out of money a long time ago.
yeah. There
So I've been minting like a mother like, yeah, for a long time. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it must be dev or
you go, DevNet, yeah. Just down there.
where do I just put it here or do I have to go to dev? I
Uh
don't know.
yeah, it's you're in mainnet up there. So
Ah, all right. How do I change to dev?
um well at the,
Never do the amateurs.
in
Like my
the
disclaimer again, I'm a Web4, Web5 expert. Like but Max is a
in the
Web3 expert.
in the main menu just before you went in, it offered you the chance to switch to DevNet.
Oh, right.
If you come out, go back to the original menu.
You got to change it here. Is it? I have to look at this later. How to actually.
There you
Oh,
go.
here.
Down
Oh,
that there. There you go.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, oh, yeah. That's it, right?
There we go.
Yeah. That's
So success. There we go. There's the
proof.
proof.
The world's first Unity. You saw it here first, folks.
Excellent. Well done, bro.
Max time. Look, I see your name everywhere, bro. You turn up
Uh,
everywhere. Max has finalized it. Ooh. Yeah. Thanks, bro. I'm glad you proved you finalized it. Thanks. Your
Right. So,
legacy. This is
so
and this is our legacy.
yeah, well, we just did that's a world first. We just did. So
Okay. Yeah. Making
big,
history, man.
big things happening on DevNet tonight.
Yeah.
Uh,
The world is shake. Did you feel the earthquakes
so
at home, folks?
so we've only got 10 more minutes before it's midnight on my time.
Oh man, ran
Um,
out of time again. Damn it.
so
Okay.
do
Yeah.
we have time to go briefly through quests if there's more to it?
Yeah, let's see if that works. Again, it's like cobwebs on it. Maybe I haven't tested this for 6 months, but let's see what happens. Um, so I think this use the standard StarNet UI, standard commands.
All
Uh, one thing
right.
you one thing you want to see quickly, we haven't really gone into that for um like Unity. Let's just do a bit more history. Only like 2 more minutes in this. Yeah, we want to publish it, right? We're not even publishing StarNet. This is just on our machine. Well, it is. Well, you know what I mean. It's similar terminologies. Yes, it's minted the Web3 NFTs, but the Web4 data and Web5 data is still no, the Web4 data is live, but the Web5 data isn't published yet. The Web5 layer. So people on StarNet won't see your NFT yet because you haven't published it yet. You understand what I mean? I know it gives you a lot
Yeah.
to get your head around. The separate systems, all three, Web3, Web4, Web5, you've got to think of them as separate but interconnected as well. So Web3 is on Solana Explorer. Web4 is in Web4 land, which is another like OASIS API. So the OASIS API calls of get NFTs to see it. But if you in StarNet, like the StarNet App Store or Asset Store, you won't see the Web5 NFT because it's private. Until you publish it, it's private. Only you see it. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
So now we're saying, okay, what other people see it? Yeah. And then it works by you give it the folder. So remember the whole system is based on files and folders?
Yes.
Yeah. So you pass in the folder. Because I did think about this, like it could I might make it in future you can do the folder and also it can just list your unpublished ones. I think it might be easier. In future you'll make it so you can list your unpublished ones as well. But I'm making it so that you can make it so you can publish other people's stuff, it's all folder based. And then yeah, shows you the NFT. What we just saw. And saying, do you want to publish this one? So, yep. Do you want to set a default launch target? No. That's just in case you want some launch thing in there. And do you want to put and we'll publish to StarNet? Say yes. Um, um, the publish to StarNet where Apple's already find download the store. Even though it doesn't know that it'll just create the GeoNFT file, store file, which is generated on your local device, which is able to distribute as you please. Put it on a phone drive, whatever. Now you can install your NFT. Um, so then, yeah, so that's published it. Packages compresses it, uploads, and published. Now you see it's got published by, again, you can, the person who creates it and publishes it could be different people, and publish path. Now it's a GeoNFT, OGNT file, you see? But all star networks like this, so but you get the patterns, right? And the file size, and yeah, and all stuff. Publish the cloud, StarNet, yes. I want to show you, if you do advanced visit, you can choose to publish to individual providers. You can say cloud, listener, and you can say what provider put it on things. But I'll show you tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do a deeper dive into StarNet tomorrow. Right now, on the wizards, I'm saying, notice the wizard, I'm saying use a simple wizard. But if you do the advanced wizard, it asks you more questions about StarNet, like where to publish it and things, more advanced questions. But I don't want to blow your brain, bro. So bear in mind, I think I'm showing you is a simple version. This is all the simple mode. Tomorrow I'll show you maybe some advanced stuff. Handle it. We'll see. So, we'll see how it goes. Uh, then, yeah. So that's all the same stuff. And do you want to install it? We install it too, yeah? So we install that. And that's the wizard. It's actually simple advanced. We're saying simple. I'm trying to make, that's why I'm doing this for you, bro. That's why I want to get you to start using it. They want basically make it as simple as possible for end users, non-techs, non-devs. But the advanced power users like me and devs will say use advanced one. If you want to override any more stuff, they can say advanced. And it basically asks you more technical questions. Not technical, but what providers. I just don't want it like I want to make the wizard be as simple as possible. Do you see? It only asks you like 3, 4 questions to publish and install. But if you do advanced, it asks you like another 2, 3 more questions. It's not much difference.
Mm-hmm.
And then you say yeah, and then downloads it. It finds your NFT, downloads it, it compresses it, installs it, and then boom, you now got your NFT installed. So basically, this could be installed in someone else's NFT. And bear in mind, this applies to all of StarNet. This is how all StarNet works. It's published here. You've got the source here. This is where it's created, the source. And then we published it here on that file. And then we just, now you've got this extra bit here. If we downloaded it again, it tracks everything. Full audit trail. Who downloaded it and when? Who installed it and when? And where they installed it? Where did they download it? It's quite useful, right? So it tracks everything. Full metadata, full audit trail of the creator.
Very useful.
Who created it? Who published it? Who downloaded it? And who installed it? Where and when they did it on every level. See, and that's an everything.
Yeah, this is very useful for auditing purposes for real world assets. For everything to do with compliance.
Yeah, everything. It's all tracked. Everything's tracked.
Yeah. Okay. That's key.
Yeah, so that's quite powerful, right? And then do you want to open the folder we just installed it to? Yeah. And there it is. See, it's the same as the source was installed, but now it's installed and it's version 1. You see. So if you want to upload a new version, I'll show you instead.
Mm-hmm. Bro,
and then you got like download. Oh, and then download this file. Yeah, OGMT. Quite cool, right? And publish OGMT file.
Wow, that's very interesting. Okay, so that's just that's the very generic folder system that just works for that. Okay, so that's the first time that we've seen that working.
Yeah, this is the world first. Yeah. I think I showed this on the first demo, but you're falling asleep. This is the problem.
Well, no, but this is the first time we're actually seeing it applied. In a real use case.
Oh yeah, because the first time was OAP. It was an OAP, but yeah, this is the first GeoNFT. Yeah, this is the Geo. But it's for everything. So you get what I mean? Like that. All of it works the same. All the different types all have this. It's all the same system. This is basically how StarNet works, and Star works. And then
very.
And the last thing I do is just everyone say, oh, I've got to change. We changed the image, we changed the logo, we changed the metadata. And you go, oh, I want to publish it again. And you go, okay, no worries. Where is it? And oh yeah, it's here. Is it this one you want to publish? Yeah, sure. Do you want to change? Do you want to start it this time? No, it's all right. Do you want to publish the start it? Yep. Oh, you can't publish version 1 because version 1 is already on there. See? This is the version checking system. And it goes, do you want to edit the DNA now? It's saying you've got to update the version to the next version. That's the NuGet. You can't upload version 1 again. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to add to it.
Yeah, you've got to add it to version 1.1 or 1.01 or just so it's not the same version. That's how the NuGet works in any app store, asset store works.
Yeah. It makes no sense to record the same thing.
If you do it on Google or iPhone, it'll say the same thing. You try to upload version 1 again. You go, it's ready version 1, dude. Yeah. Do you mean version 1.1? Okay, yeah, version. So then, version sequence checks this one. So we'll say this is version 1.1. So it's the same DNA file we saw earlier. It's just a shortcut. Yeah. It opens it for you.
Yep.
And then you just say, okay, yep. So, yep, now we publish it version 1.1. Do this same time. Yeah. No, yeah. And now, boom, version 1.1. Oh, I shouldn't have demoed this, but it used to work. Okay, we've got to fix that. That's weird. This is probably a side effect of the Web3 NFTs. Okay, we did You do part two of that demo tomorrow with Glaze. I did say this to me, bugs, but
Yeah.
that does work. StarNet does work, so that's probably linked to the GeoNFT Web3 stuff I've done. But normally you get version one now. I don't know what that is. That's weird. We'll just check something. Oh, I shouldn't have showed you that, but that's cool. Oh yeah, there's version 1.1. It did work.
Oh.
They've got two versions. This is version 2 of 2, and we downloaded it once, installed it once. It tracks all the total downloads, installs, and how many for this version. Because we downloaded and installed version 1. See, this is version 2. We actually downloaded and installed it again. That's the kind of StarNet system. Yeah, that Gremlin, I think I know what that is. That is the Web3 DNA that's trying to update something I haven't checked, I haven't updated yet. But the existing StarNet system works. I mean, see the error handling. That's good in a way. You see the robustness. If one system breaks, it doesn't bring down the whole star. The star is very robust. It's multiple failover systems. Like little modules can break, but it's self-contained. There's other stuff you've seen, bro. You must see it all the time on Rust and everything. It'll break and then the whole thing will bomb out. The whole thing will just crash and you have to start the app. Yeah, no star. You see the errors? Does it stop? No. Does it still work? Yeah, it's still working, right? Little subsystems break because it's built properly. Yeah, you see what I mean? I'm very
Yeah.
military. My error
There we
handling.
go.
I'm super OCD with my error handling. Yeah. Now just what I do now.
Oasis CD.
Yeah, I've got serious OCD, especially Star. Star, I'm super obsessed with OCD on that. I'm obsessed. This has to be the whole.
So, bro, it's midnight now, and we said we were going to keep this one very short. So I
Oh
think
yeah, okay.
um
We're counting this for tomorrow. But that's basically what I want to show you the different versions.
yeah.
So tomorrow I'll show you the yeah, and you can list all versions and yeah. So we carry on this part two tomorrow of this.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think I'd like to get into quests.
And I want to show you the rest of this and the
Yeah.
StarNet. We're going to StarNet again tomorrow, so you see the version. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you could like when you list the latest version by default, but I can't remember what the full command is. But I think you put list all or list all or something or list every version. And then you list just ones that you created or ones that other people created. But I'll show it tomorrow. I can't remember what the command is now. It's so long since I've done it. Oh yeah, put all avatars and
Great.
all
Bro,
versions. That's it.
I'm gonna put
all versions.
full time on it now because
Okay. I know it goes on and on, but there, that's every version there. So yeah, and tomorrow you can see again. Yeah, how it works.
very good. Well, this has been great.
This has been such a short. It's nice to have each video because now on YouTube I can tag this one as GeoNFT's. Just like just go one module at a time. It's nice.
Yeah. Well, you showed it. You showed exactly how it works. Nice and neat. Hopefully, people can actually follow along with this. And then tomorrow we can do. I do want to do quests.
Yeah, and I'll show you the last little bits. But like you've seen, like I'm glad this error has happened because you've seen, even though it's little things I've got to work out, like but they used to work fine. But that's just because of the multiple Web3 stuff I had. But it doesn't break; it still works. And same with OAP stuff. You saw the OAP with my app Max the other day. It's still created, right?
Yeah.
It has lots of robustness because when things break, the races always and Star always try to carry on. It will try to recover from the error and still carry on anyway. It won't let any module like break the stuff above it. You know what I mean? You go, okay, that broke, but I'm going to carry on trying anyway. And it will try to recover from it, like you saw, and it does recover. Like not one error actually was a real error. It's just a
brilliant stuff, bro.
Just a little cosmetic tweak. But
very good.
No, not good, Jim. Not good, Jim. So
yeah. Well done, bro. And we'll pick it up and do one for Christmas Eve. And then
the last one. Yeah, that's the thing. I hope we can finish. Yeah, tomorrow we can wrap up the last of it. Oh well, bear in mind it be the last brief fly through. This is all very rapid fly through, and even tomorrow it won't be the whole star, but you at least get a general good idea of star by Christmas. But in January we're carrying on doing more videos, and by February you should have seen it all. I hope. Because I did say to you, I said there's no way. That's why I thought better to do it with you now, because everyone else wanted to see it. But I was like, you don't understand how long the demo will be. to show you everything. Being here for like 40 hours, it'd be like a 1 week, like with pegs, like caffeine, stay awake.
Oh, it's good, and we got the transcript for this as well, hopefully from Zoom, so we can use that too. Right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump off now, bro. So
Cool.
well done, and we will do another one tomorrow. All right, lots of love.
Cool, mate. Yeah. I've got thanks for your time and yeah, sleep good. And tomorrow we do earlier. We're trying to do daytime tomorrow. So tomorrow
Hydrate.
for the last Christmas Eve
You
special, the
might even
Christmas Eve
see
special,
me. You
you
might
come on the
even see
stage.
me awake. Yeah,
Snacks come on the stage in the spotlight.
you
Yeah.
might even be. You might even be responsive. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Tomorrow's the encore. So you come on and
Yeah.
do the encore.
Okay.
Woohoo!
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye. Night. Uh,